Take a close look at this dash cam footage. You can see a truck driver nodding off. Then this. You can see two cars on the side of the road and a person standing outside them. The News for Jack's I team is now learning the driver said his tire blew out and that's what caused the crash on I-4 in the Tampa area.
Yeah, that's what he told troopers. But today I spoke with an attorney who says that this dash camera footage proves otherwise. Just a few seconds of sleep and then this. Truck driver Cecil Brown appears to doze off at the wheel of his 18-wheeler along Interstate I-4 in Hillsborough County. His semi-trailer first colliding with a car that was parked on the side of the highway, where two people were changing a flat tire. One of the victims was pinned against a concrete wall along I-4. According to this police report, Brown told Florida troopers his front tire blew out, and then the front right portion of his truck dipped and caused the crash. Testimony which troopers later determined wasn't what really happened.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Truck a Minute. So, as I've been saying in earlier videos, man, I'm just being honest about you. Y'all just saw this accident. This guy, he fell asleep. I mean, you can clearly see him sleeping in the truck before he hit these two vehicles and actually pinned someone up against the wall. Um, so I've been saying this for a while, guys, that I was gonna start just kind of showing you guys what's happening to these drivers that have these type of accidents, especially if if you end up killing someone. So what I'll do right now is I have a study. In a study of trucker fatigue and accident rates, 18% of truck drivers self-reported having fallen asleep at the wheel while on the job. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the NHTSA, reports that in 2017 alone, drowsy driving caused over 91,000 crashes, resulting in about 50,000 injuries and 800 deaths. This was done April 28th of this year, 2023. So, with me saying that, guys, I'm just telling y'all, man, you're getting sleepy. And look, some of us stay up late, guys. I mean, if you, and that was the day cab that he was driving. So we look, it's a hard job, okay? We work a lot of hours, and we're pushed. But we have to get sleep. And I'm coming back to the CPAP. And I'm telling y'all, these people not paying me for those CPAP. I've only been on a CPAP going on a year now. But what I'm telling y'all is, man, I don't get sleepy. Listen, you might, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna just be honest with you, just like I was, man. I hated the fact that I had to use a CPAP. Okay, I hated it. As a matter of fact, the first couple weeks, I just fought it, man. I didn't want to do it. But the fact is, when I was ordered to do it, I had to do it. If I didn't want to do it, I'd lose my license. So I'm just telling you guys, even if you're not ordered to do this, man, look into a CPAP. And I know you're looking, oh man, I'm not wearing that thing on my face and that. But listen, I wish there was a thing that they could do where they could just let you use one for about a week, and all you need it for is about 3 or 4 days, just to see the difference in how you feel throughout the day. And I'm only saying that, man, because if you want to keep your career, if you want to keep driving, if you hit someone and kill someone, it's over for you, man. As a matter of fact, let me show you some statistics on this also, on drivers going to jail behind this. Hold on one second.
The AAA Foundation says that more than 40% of us admit to falling asleep while driving. 25% say they've taken the wheel in the last month despite being so drowsy they couldn't keep their eyes open. AAA estimates nearly 17% of fatal crashes are the result of drowsy driving. It's dangerous even if you don't fall completely asleep. What fatigue literally messes with your brain. When your body expects to sleep, it releases chemicals like melatonin. When you force yourself to stay awake, the work your brain is doing to fight these chemicals leaves you in a fog. If you stay up 24 hours, you'd be as impaired as if your blood alcohol level were 0.1%, way over the legal limit, the equivalent of 6 drinks. Doctors say less than 4 hours sleep in a 24-hour period puts you in a drowsy red zone. Be careful.
An emotional end to a story involving a deadly crash that killed a state trooper. The sentencing took place today for Canadian trucker Gary Blakely. He's the man who caused the crash, which killed Trooper David Kniff along the thruway 2 years ago.
There's no way to tell how his loss has impacted our family.
Amy Kniff fought back tears, describing her husband, Trooper David Kniff, a family man with a fun side, a dedicated father to 2 boys. A father who's not there anymore because he died after a crash along the thruway a little more than a week before Christmas 2 years ago. Gary Blakely drove the truck that struck Kniff's patrol car. Prosecutors claim he was driving longer than the legal limit that night.
Today I want to say I'm not angry at you. I will forever wish you made different choices that night. And every day when I wake up, I choose again not to be angry. I do this because it is what Dave would want me to do, and it's what I want to model for my boys.
Blakely sat crying as the trooper's wife begged him to forgive himself, to use his experience to warn other drivers, and to never forget her husband. In an act of compassion, she thanked Blakely for turning himself in and taking responsibility for what happened.
And that brings a great measure of peace. And as the boys grow older and ask questions, I will make sure that they know you did what was right.
Way to spend the next 3.5 years in prison, part of a plea deal.